Yes, it's now time for updates from sports stories from across the globe. Ebi Iyomon joins us for this update. Good morning, Ebi. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. Good morning, Vimbai. Good morning, Rufai, and good morning, Dr. Abati. I'll quickly start this first segment with Okwaraji. Now, 36 years after his death, arrangements have been concluded for the commencement of the Sam Okwaraji Under-16 Football Championship for senior secondary schools across Nigeria. The former Super Eagles player Samuel Okwaraji slumped and died on August 12, 1989 during a World Cup qualifying match between Nigeria and Angola at the National Stadium, Surulere, Lagos. Addressing a World Press Conference ahead of the championship, chairman of the tournament, that's Senator Osita Izunazo, said Okwaraji was a national icon who passed on while defending the integrity of the country. And Austin Egwavoin, an ex-teammate of Okwaraji, said the tournament is a worthy initiative that should be embraced and encouraged to remember late sporting icons. And away from that, Nigeria Super Eagles B suffered a humiliating 4-0 loss to Sudan yesterday, ending their hope of qualifying for the next stage of the 2024 African Nations Championship. Now, having lost their first game 1-0 to Senegal last Tuesday, the defeat to Sudan leaves the Super Eagles B with no point from 2 matches, rendering their final group game against Congo in Dar es Salaam next Tuesday unimportant to them. Ikorodu City defender Leonard Ngege had a very bad day, scoring an own goal in the 23rd minute to put Sudan ahead and committing a foul, which resulted in a penalty with which the Sudanese scored their second goal just before the break. The Sudanese continued their dominance after the restart, with Yabu Omar scoring twice in quick succession. Nigeria has now failed to progress from the group stage in back-to-back CHAN tournaments. Now, still on Nigerian stories, we have Nigeria's quest to claim a second continental men's title in history will begin today when the Tigers take on Madagascar in their opening Group B fixture at the 2025 FIBA Afrobasket tournament in Angola. This clash marks the first meeting between the two countries in 14 years. Leading the men's team at the Afrobasket is Houston Rockets guard, that's Josh Okoje, who is the only representative from the elite NBA division on the roster. Coming into the tournament, Nigerian team only managed to set up a training camp in Abuja last week, while a former captain of the country's national team, that is Campbell Morrison, has faulted the preparation, saying that the Tigers may not have a good start. Now, he says that the Tigers, who have won the competition only once in history, will be unable to withstand what he believes will be a tough competition all through the competition. Now, we'll go to Europe. Well, today, the curtain will be raised on the European club season when PSG and Tottenham Hotspur face off in the UEFA Super Cup. Thomas Frank will take charge of his first competitive game for Tottenham after serving Brentford for 7 years, while Luis Enrique will be chasing his second UEFA Super Cup after winning the competition with Barcelona in 2015. Victory here would mark Enrique's 8th trophy in just 2 years at PSG. PSG arrived with high confidence, but not without issues. Now, the Champions League hero, that João Neves, is suspended and unavailable. Goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma has also been omitted from the squad, with the Italian confirming his exit, while Spurs' Dejan Kulusevski and Yves Bissouma are not part of the squad, with Kulusevski still recovering from injury and Bissouma serving a disciplinary punishment. James Maddison is out injured, but we could see Mohamed Kudus start. This is a very important game to start the season. While with Donnarumma announcing his exit from PSG, Manchester City have held talks with the French club over a deal for the Italian goalkeeper, with personal terms not expected to be an issue. But PSG asked for 50 million euros, and the price could be reduced by City, as they say they cannot afford to pay that. With Donnarumma keen on the move, it will be possible if Ederson moves to Galatasaray. And finally, on tennis, Carlos Alcaraz has become the only man to win 50 or more matches in each of the last 4 years. Now, after being pushed to 3 sets 2 days ago, Alcaraz had won a more straightforward day in Cincinnati yesterday, defeating Hamad Medjokovic in straight sets, 6-4, 6-4. The Spaniard's victory over his fellow 22-year-old was a special one, too. It was his milestone 50th win of the year. In fact, he's the first player, male or female, to record 50 wins this year. Zverev has the next most win on the men's tour this year with 40, while Arina Sabalenka leads the women with 49. But that's all from you on Sports Today.
Okay, so help me get the record right. I know at some point Ivan Lindy used to hold the record. Is it 50 straight wins, non-stop? I know at some point Djokovic held the record. He was the one that beat Ivan Lindy's record, if my memory serves me right. So is this a new record? Is it 50 straight games non-stop or just 50th win?
No, 50 games, 50 wins this year and 50 in more than 50 or more in the last 4 years.
Okay, so it's not like a straight winning record like Djokovic had back in the days and Ivan Lindy. Because the Djokovic record was never, he never lost a game on, he went many games unbeaten for a while. So I know Ivan Lindy used to hold that record before, then Djokovic also has, so this is just 50 games. But I mean, it shows what Carlito brings to the table and it shows the capacity Carlito have. For the game tonight, I'll go with PSG. They'll probably be able to smack the Spurs, but I mean, you don't know where it can go, but I'll tip PSG to win over Spurs.
Right. I mean, I think at the moment, all eyes on Eric Schall. I really wouldn't want to be in his shoes because, since he came in, of course, we're all waiting and anticipating to see what his contribution will be, what his impact will be. And the Super Eagles B team outing hasn't quite lived up to expectation. I know of all the teams in the tournament that conceded five goals, the Super Eagles B team are the only team to not score any goals at all throughout the tournament. A very sad outing. Some people are saying that even the $100,000, $50,000, dollars being shared in Abuja wasn't enough to motivate them. But I really think it's a reminder that it's time to go back to the drawing board and see how we can get, because our B team needs to be just as promising as our first team.
Well, the Super Eagles B team, let's put it, they were humiliated. First, they were beaten by Senegal, defending champions, 1-0. And then Sudan, one of them, 4-0 yesterday, and they couldn't have an answer. Well, unfortunately, the B team in the CHAN championship is for home-based players. And that should make us worry a little. Yeah. Because the whole idea is to develop home-based players so that every country can have its own homegrown players, just as we talk about homegrown teams. We hope that this will be a wake-up call for the Nigerian authorities to invest more in home leagues and to develop players home-based. That's that about that. Now, as for boxing, the Japan Pro Boxing, Japan Boxing Commission, and also the gym owners, they've come together. In the last 1 month, 2 boxers died as a result of head injury. And now they have taken a decision that they are going to pay more attention to proper hydration of boxers and also provide security and also reduce the featherweight and the lightweight category from 12 rounds to 10 rounds. I think safety is very important, not just in sports, not just in boxing, but also in football, which takes us to the unfortunate incident of August 12, 1989, when at the National Stadium in Surulere, Sam Okwaraji, LLM International Law, playing as a midfielder for the Nigerian team, suddenly slumped and died. 2 issues here. Many years later, we still sympathize with his family. He was 25 at that time. About the sudden death syndrome, about the need to make medical facilities available and to ensure, as the Japanese are saying, that sportsmen and women, their health is taken more seriously in terms of preparation. Finally, Nigeria is playing, the Tigers will play Madagascar today. Well, I hope they will do well, because the Tigers made us proud. I hope they too will not behave like the Super Eagle B team and go and get disgraced. And go and get disgraced by Madagascar. Thank you very much, Ebi Inyama.